Yes, what is good, people? We've got a BAC8000 from Green Line Engineering to fit to the TALARIA Sting today. So we've got a few bits in this box. We've got the controller. That's the heat shrink cover. That should be the controller, obviously. We've got some wiring harnesses. We've got the that's either the egg rider, no. That's the regen thumb braking system. And a bunch of other wires. Let's get started. Firstly, I started by removing the ignition, controller mounting bolts, 2 bolts, and let the skid plate hang, battery lid, horn cover, generally trying to expose the job and making it easier to work on. Once that was done, I then started to disconnect the controller, removing the phase wires, plus the positive and negative. Now the controller can be removed. Next, I needed to add the 2 extension cables to the 2 phase cables. I also removed 2 bolts from here so they don't damage the wires when I push it back in there. Used some heat shrink. Checked out the controller cover. Now we're getting somewhere. Connect the controller up accordingly, remembering to connect positive last. 1 harness to the motor connector and 1 up top. I then realised I needed to remove the tilt sensor and display, as they won't be needed. Easy process, just remove a couple of bolts so the battery wall can be tilted back for more space. Now lift the sensor with a bit of a wiggle from its holder. It just slots into there. Disconnect that. Next, chase the display cable to the connector, then carefully disconnected and removed. Before I go any further, I just wanted to check it was working okay before I put it all back together. There's the red light that will flash if I have a problem. Battery secured on the seat. As you can see, that was a successful install. When I put it back together, I thought it was very pleasing to the eye and a nice tidy job. Took it for a test ride in the garden, and at 7,200 watts non-bypass battery, it kept stopping. However, to feel the full benefit of this kit, I had realised the 2 smaller yellow wires were in fact for a battery bypass kit. I then watched a couple of bypass videos on YouTube and felt confident enough to attempt the bypass myself. Or it was going to cost me £160 to get the job done somewhere else by a professional, and that's not including postage fees. So I got the tools for the job out, plus the battery. First I opened the top by removing 10 screws. Now the lid was open, I started to panic a little, but I knew I wasn't going to give up, so I really focused on the task in hand. I gently removed 4 connectors from the circuit board. These are the 2 I snipped, then stripped. They will be connected to this bar. Those crimpers are no good, so I borrowed a decent pair. Then connected the extensions securely, added heat shrink, repeated the process on the other. Both safe and secure, I then undone the 3 negative wires and fastened and bolted the 2 extensions onto the strip bar. With those fitted, all I needed to do was put the battery lid back on safely. Back together now, and a quick test, it still works. These are for the egg rider when it arrives. All I need to do now is take it for a test ride, that's the fun part, just to make sure it's a successful bypass and install. Ludicrous it is. What do you lot think then? Can you see the difference? I'll let you be the judges. Ah, big stone. Crap suspension. Uh-oh. Hang on. I'm going to open it up now. Riding in this long grass. Motor temp 48, controller 37. Let's turn it around. Only a quick little test ride, then I'll give it a check over and go for a proper test ride. It feels like it's working. There is something I'm a bit concerned about. I'll mention that in the next video. considering it's the stock battery, it's just got a lot better pull there. I still can't wait for the 72 volt batteries to become widely available. So then I'll let you judge it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. It's been a long day. Whew. I can't do much more than that. I'm pleased with what I've achieved today, I've got to admit. Well, the battery bypass, just if you have a bit of confidence and get your head right, well, it's an easy job, but if you've never done it before, it's always going to be a little bit daunting. But I achieved it. If I can achieve it, I'm sure you can. Right then, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.